What an absolute mess of a game for the Toronto Raptors. It's not even over yet. Still 8:16 to go in the fourth quarter. Raptors stuck 22. And it was about that the entire game. At one point, the Raptors are down 26 in the second quarter. Let's break this thing down. First things first, one team started on time, one team did not. Clearly, we can tell what happened there. The San Antonio Spurs, DeMar DeRozan, the crowd's fired up to give Kawhi Leonard garbage, give him crap, and to say, oh, Danny Green, yay, good to have you back, good to see you again, buddy. And that's exactly what happened. And the players took that energy and ran with it. They really did. Because in the first quarter, they were making almost all their shots and breaking the Raptors' defense down like it was Swiss cheese. And the Raptors couldn't do diddly squat. Not moving the ball, staying stagnant, can't knock it down three if their life depended on it. And the Raptors are down 38-19 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter rolls around. And we think, okay, you need to have a good second quarter. Get your team back in it. Get the mojo flowing. Well, like I said, at one point, it was a 26-point deficit. That's awful. However, to close the first half, the Raptors go on a pretty nice run, and they cut the lead to 16. So they're +3 in that second quarter, and you're only down 16 at the half. I know 16 is a big number, but considering it was 26, 16 ain't shabby. But you gotta come out in the third quarter and continue that momentum. They do not one single bit. Toronto Raptors go 0 for 6 from the field to start the third quarter. They do not miss a shot. And there you go. At one point in the third quarter, Raptors are down 28. The defense is nowhere to be found. The offense can't make it 3. Credits to the San Antonio Spurs. You got to give the guys credit. They broke down the defense like I said, like it had holes all over, like it was Swiss cheese. As of right now, at least, because it's still in the fourth quarter, the Spurs are shooting 11 of 22 from 3. 50%. The Raptors, 4 for 23. 17%. They've made a total of 4 3-point shots. You're never going to win a game that way. They are efficient in both aspects, from the field and from the free throw line and the 3-point line. The Raptors are not efficient in any single category. 44% from the field, not what we've been used to seeing. 17% from the free throw line, we're used to seeing it being bad, but not that bad. And they've missed 6 free throws. That's 76%, which is could be better. They're getting out-rebounded by 4. Raptors are somehow +2 on the offensive glass. But again, you're missing Kyle Lowry. So your assist numbers, the ball movement is down the drain. You have 18 assists. They have 29. 29. They're moving the ball. They're making their wide open looks. The Raptors aren't moving the ball around. And even when they get the wide open looks, they're not knocking them down. We've talked about it in the comments about needing a sharp shooting 3-point shot like a Kyle Korver back in the day. And even now he's still a spot up a 3-point shooter. Joe Ingles is a great example of that as well. A guy who can shoot the 3 on a consistent basis. We thought signing CJ Miles would have gave us that. That's not even close. And your 3-point shooter, Danny Green, he's 0 of 7 from the field, 0 of 6 from 3, and a -24 on the floor. Where else we got here? What else can I say? 10 turnovers each. Fast break points. Raptors so good at that. Not so much in this game. They're -11, 22-11. It's crazy to watch this team play as hard as they did against the Utah Jazz, to see them play as hard as they did, and shoot the ball the way they did, and just a few days later, in a game where Kawhi's probably fired up, Danny Green's probably fired up, you get your butt wiped. What's the score right now? 112-89. So it's kind of like an even fourth quarter. I think both teams are playing their scraps, right? Did DeMar DeRozan get a triple-double? He did! All right, congratulations, DeMar DeRozan. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being serious. DeMar DeRozan, I'm wearing your damn jersey, my man, because wrong side. I'm wearing his jersey. You know why? Because I love DeMar DeRozan. We all did. We know what Kawhi Leonard is. We know he's the better player all around. We get that. But DeMar DeRozan never in his Toronto Raptors career had a triple-double. And so far in his San Antonio career, he had never had a triple-double. And today, the first game against his former team that he got drafted, developed, and spent the grinding, tough years, and then the great years with, he gets a triple-double. Congrats, DeMar. Way to go. And as for the Toronto Raptors, well, how did Kawhi do? 21 points on 8 of 12 shooting. I mean, he's not doing half bad, but the defensive breakdowns are all over the place. You see the missing piece of JV. You've seen the missing piece of Kyle Lowry. You need these guys back. Because I know Kawhi Leonard is a special talent, but Kyle Lowry drives this offense. He's got vision of a hawk. And I don't care what anybody says about, $30 million, just babying because DeMar DeRozan, he doesn't want to play because DeMar's not here. Any garbage like that. I'm tired of it. I'm done with excuses. Lowry's back is hurt. He had shots. He looked like he was good practicing on the court today. That's great news. Look, in the end, all this game is a game against the San Antonio Spurs in, early January. In hindsight, it doesn't mean anything, but it does for sentimental values. And rightfully so. But for this Raptor team, they got to get healthy. Get Lowry, get JV healthy, please. And figure this thing out. Because this game is over. It's over. And the Raptors are going to fall to 28-12. Not a bad record. I mean, I'm not complaining about the record. It's just the way they've played lately. It's been all over the place. Offense has not been consistent. Defense has not been consistent. You look at that game against the, Chicago Bulls. You had great defense. Your offense was nowhere to be found. But you still found a way to win. Utah, offense was great. Your defense sucked. But you found a way to win. Today, both things sucked. And you get clocked by the San Antonio Spurs. They're a good team. I think they said they're the most efficient three-point shooting team in the league, and that was on display here tonight. But they don't take the most amount. They're 30th in attempts, but they're first in percentage. Very interesting to hear that. But it's working. They're playing great basketball lately. They're all gelling. They're feeling great. The emotions are running high in tonight's game. And the Raptors are just sucking. Now, they will find their way. It just sucks that this is just happening right this way, I guess we got to try and move on to the next one. I mean, what's the next game? Oh, great. You're in Milwaukee. Will Kyle Lowry be able to go then? If he does, if Kyle Lowry is able to go against Milwaukee in Milwaukee, I am very intrigued to see how this team does. If the Raptors go out there against Milwaukee and find a way to beat them in Milwaukee with Kawhi and Lowry in the lineup, you might have just found what the problem has been over the past while. And I've been preaching it. But I mean, a lot of people have their own opinions. Because that's what sports is. It's opinions. But Kyle Lowry drives this offense. Kawhi's a great player. But Lowry drives the offense and gets everybody humming. Gets everyone going. And you miss that right now. You really do. If you guys can find the record for me without Kyle Lowry, that'd be great. And then that'll tell me right there how this team is without Kyle. And JV, he's been out a while. I think they said about 3 to 4 weeks before he's fully ready to go. Hey, as long as he can get healthy, that's all that matters to me. You got Milwaukee, and then you got Indiana on a back-to-back. You got to be the best, you got to beat the best, right? And Milwaukee is first place in the Eastern Conference, and deservedly so. If this Raptor team wants to be the best in the Eastern Conference, they got to beat Milwaukee. In Milwaukee. And that's the test. Saturday, I think it is. On Saturday night, it's an 8:30 tip-off there in Milwaukee. And you know what? I got to tip my cap to the San Antonio Spurs. I know I've done it all video, but you know why? Because we are watching a team that everyone counts out on a consistent basis because you see Tim Duncan retire and Ginobili and Tony Parker's left now. And you see that, they add in LaMarcus Aldridge, and they are finding ways to still win games and still be a playoff team. It's remarkable. Coach Pop is a fantastic coach. We all know that. We knew he was going to bring out the best out of DeMar DeRozan, and you're seeing that. DeMar DeRozan, if he's still in the game right now, but as of right now, it's 19 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists. I will say it again, his first career triple-double is against the Toronto Raptors. For the first time in his career, he's facing the Raptors, and he gets a triple-double against them. His first in his career. That's a great job for him. Good for you, Debo. Good for you. I love DeMar DeRozan. I have no hatred toward. Why would I? He's a nothing but support this team. And guys, I think that's what we got to take away from this game. Watching DeMar DeRozan dominate. I know it's against the Raptors. I know it's against the loss. And all that crazy stuff. But it's DeMar DeRozan. And no matter who you are, I don't care if you're a diehard Raptor fan or just a fan from the side. If you are a Raptor fan, you know what DeMar DeRozan means to the city, the country, and for this team. Good on DeMar DeRozan for getting that triple-double today, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you guys hated this mess, but liked the performance from DeMar DeRozan. Smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below, guys. What do you think of the game? What do you think of the video? This was a really hard video to make, guys. I'm going to tell you right there and then, straight up. You know why? Because I love DeRozan, and I love what he's doing, but the Raptors are getting their butt wiped. And it's really hard to, figure out that kind of stuff. So I tried to mix it in the best I could. I hope you guys enjoyed the video overall. By the way, the score right now is still 4:43 to play. It's 118-92. And I think DeRozan's still out there. Is he getting more points? Is he doing more things? Yeah, there we go. 20 points. He's in double figures. Good for him. Keep going, Debo. Love it. All right, so comment down below, guys, your thoughts on DeMar DeRozan's game and all that great stuff. And what do you think of the Raptors' performance today? Because it was awful. Terrible first quarter, really. And the rest of the game was kind of mediocre at best. So let me hear your thoughts about this game and what you think this team should do moving forward. Because I think that either they just need Lowry and JV back, or they need to add something. If you think they do, let me know who. You got any trade proposals? You got any suggestions? Let me know in the comments, guys, because this team feels different right now, and I don't know if we can really put a finger on it. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments, all right? So you know what, guys? Evan and I will talk to you guys next Thursday. Podcast edition, a week today. Links are in the description for the podcast channel and for the podcast itself on iTunes, guys. Twitter is also down below. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff, and I will talk to you guys Leafs edition. By the way, if you guys are still in the video, still at this point in the video, I applaud you. In the next video, which is on Saturday, this will be gone because our teams have not played well at all with this beard thing going on. I tried to ride it out and see if things would change. They would not, so it's gone tomorrow. That's it. In Saturday's videos for the Leafs and Raptors, it'll be gone. And what if they win both? We're going to have to think about that moving forward. Just thought I'd give you guys the whole superstition there. And talk to you guys Leafs edition on Saturday night as the Leafs welcome in the Vancouver Canucks, and their injury woes continue, obviously, with Freddie Anderson and Garrett Sparks out. We have no idea who's going to be the starter there on Saturday against Vancouver. Might be Hutchison again. They might try to add another goaltender. I don't know what the heck's going to end up happening. But nonetheless, we'll talk to you guys on Saturday, the Leafs edition, as they look to get back in the win column after 2 tough losses, one to the Islanders, and then today, I forgot even who they played today, Minnesota Wild. All right, so it's going to be a grind nonetheless, but we're going to have to wait and see. And as for the Toronto Raptors, it's going to be a grind as well, as they head to Milwaukee, taking on the Bucks. They have tomorrow off, and then they take on Milwaukee on Saturday night as well. 8:30 tip-off in Milwaukee. The question of that game will be, will Kyle Lowry play? And if he does, what is the outcome. And that's the thing we got to look forward to during the next game. Last thing I want to say, though, congratulations, DeMar DeRozan. I'm going to say it again. Where is it here? 21 points, 14 boards, 11 assists. If he adds on to that total after I'm done recording, good on him. Congratulations, Debo. First career triple-double against your former team. All the best to you, bud. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talk to you guys then.